Good morning, my friends. Here we are again. Today I want to talk about a specific issue, the painted facade of Rome. Better to say, we have in Rome several palaces that are painted on the wall. Well, I said several, but actually there are very few, because even if according to a list there were more than 200, today many of these paintings are faded or are almost cancelled or almost gone. However, of some of them we have some examples very interesting. And specifically I want to talk about the issue of painted facade during the Renaissance. The Renaissance is a period in which antiquity was reborn. And because of this, many gentlemen, many people coming from the ruling class, they wanted to identify themselves with ancient heroes, with ancient historians, as part of their promotion, or if you want, a kind of propagandistic device for the other people that were in the city. What is interesting about this facade is that the facades are painted in monochrome mostly, and this is characteristic of Roman palaces. Monochrome, it means that they were usually mostly a kind of white and black, or sometimes also yellow and orange, but this is very rare. And the paintings of the facade made in different color, what we say polychromatic, they are very few. And the strategy of the way to paint the facades is very clear. For instance, it's very apparent the comparison with contemporary comics. So for instance, the facades are divided in sections, in stripes, in which each representation is related to a different episode of important history. This is why, in fact, it's also called historic facade, this kind of art. And specifically, for instance, one of the most intriguing palaces from this point of view is Palazzo Massimo. And this facade survived, the facade of Palazzo Massimo survived in good condition. So in the palace they represent a different moment of the story, including the moment in which Judith is showing the head of the decapitated leader to the public. So it's also carrying the head around the city of Betulia, and this is the so-called Triumph of Judith. Another curious palace, for instance, is actually two palaces, each one very close to each other, attached to each other, is located in Via della Mascarador. That is called with this name because there are painted fake sculptures in gold, and of course the gold is still visible, but is not the same as in the past. But this is one of the reasons for which the people used to call this street, and then became the name of the street, Via or Vicolo della Mascarador, the street of the golden mask. And what is interesting about this palace is that you have also a technique that is used for the near palace. So as I told you, there were two facades, and that is decorated with another kind of technique called Grisai. It's a French word. Grisai, it's a way to make a scratch or to make incision on the wall in order to have a little low relief of the figures. And generally they are painted with white and on a backdrop that is grey dark, grey black. And this of course is a technique that is more precarious, and in fact you may notice in this particular palace, you may notice very well that part of the figure are decomposing, because the plaster fell down very easily, transforming dust and so on. But it's still possible to appreciate this, and so it's very interesting. Actually, we have some examples of painted facade that includes several colors, and this is in a small palace at the corner of Piazza Sant'Eustachio, that in Rome is very famous because of where is located over there a bar that makes the best coffee in town, and not far away from the Pantheon, in which Federico Zuccari did a wonderful facade with allegoric figure and so on. And Federico Zuccari, it's a very important protagonist of the art in Rome at that time, but also because he opened the first Academy of Arts in Rome, and it's called the Accademia di San Luca, or Academy of Saint Luke. So my friends, I'll see you next time, and remember, there is no place like Rome.